I know you said Google Fiber, but it sounded like Google Fiber Burst.
Oh yeah, it is.
I have like what the fuck do I even have? I have like the
Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
like that weird ass like ATTU versus double internet. Like it's like fiber optic cable and satellite. I think. Unless I just don't understand the internet. Like, look, Taylor, there's two things I really understand in this world, and that's like nerdy otaku shit. Oh, did I say otaku? Wow, maybe I'm hungry. I mean, I get like comic books and superheroes and martial arts and like eating pussy and like low-key stand-up comedy, basically. And that's it. You know? And tuner cars. Like, that's a weird... How am I supposed to live off of that?
A lot of people do that.
Dude, I was thinking about that last night when I was racing. I was like, why the fuck is this not what I do?
This night we were racing.
Yeah, when I was racing. Did we have we not talked about like 10 times about how I like ran like 4 drift courses last night?
I mean, I didn't know if you meant like
Do you think I was fucking with you?
No, you're talking about like a game or something.
No, dude, like I drive a race car, like I was fucking...
I
was putting it through its paces. Literally, all I heard out of that was raisin, and I know that's not what you said. Welcome to the stream, guys. It's called Taylor is a Robot with an Acorn in his throat.
Just saying, I can't believe you drive a race.
You can't believe it's not butter? Oh, I didn't kill myself? Why does everybody not trust that I would be a good race car driver? Did I just not give off that vibe?
Like 3 or 4 fucking cars.
Yeah, but they weren't all like wrecks. I just switched cars.
Hell yeah.
Dude, my last car was just a different Velocitor. I wanted a better Velocitor. I just got a new one.
I remember when you asked to snipe your fucking car to the...
Look, dude, I was with Hallie, and like, it was a Spanish teacher, and... No, that was... Okay, that was the road's... That was the road's fault.
Are we talking about 2 different fucking gnarly wrecks?
That was the only gnarly wreck. The one with Hallie was just we like fender bendered a teacher, and it was like kind of funny. That was in my also in my ES300 though. But no, the big ES300 wreck with the overpass pillar was like when everybody thought I was dead or something.
You guys in the hospital?
Well, there were a bunch of motherfuckers in the hospital, and I was like super like, I was almost offended because I was like, Olivia, and man, it's getting really hard to specify in these streams. Every time I say Olivia, I have to be like, Olivia Smith and Alexandra were at the hospital, and I just had to think really hard. I was like, why the fuck are you here? Like, are you just here because you feed off the drama of the fact that some dude you kind of know might be like almost dead? Like, what? I'm like, you don't actually care. And also, I'm fine. I just punched myself in the face and broke my hand. Were you? No, you got like thirds on that one, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, but I mean, I think...
No, it was like way after I was dating her, and also quite a bit before you did. So, like, that's why I was extra confused. Like, why the fuck are you here?
That's weird.
Yeah, because there was like that weird limbo period where like she... I don't know, she basically like...
Brandon was there, everyone likes Brandon.
She basically like threw you and me into a fucking arranged marriage that has lasted till this day. And then like was just in between the two of us for like a good period of time, and we were like, what is your purpose now?
Who is your god now?
It was kind of funny. I just remember that one day this is like kind of related, but it was so funny. I got like just the one day I got so mad at you because like in retrospect, I'm like, who could blame you? But like we had been up all night, like tripping acid and drinking tequila in a cave or some shit, and you. I just realized we're streaming, so it's a perfect story. And you were like, you left me in your driveway because you were like, I gotta go have sex. I gotta have sex now. And I was like, Taylor, don't leave me. I'm still tripping. And you're like, no. Sex now. And you just like got in your truck and fucking peeled away like a cartoon character. And like, I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? And I just laid in your driveway for literally like an hour and a half until Matt came and picked me up.
Damn, I'm cold.
No, not really. I was like, you're a teenager and you had a little horny boner. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't know. Then again, I've always had like, I feel fairly different priorities with my sex drive than all of my friends. Like, I'm just like,
At least back in high school,
it's not that I don't really enjoy it, because I really like fucking, but like, I'm just like, there are priorities, I don't know. I don't know, like sometimes like, I don't know, like I've had girlfriends get really frustrated with me when I'm like trying to make like a really nice stack of Bavarian waffles and they're like, wait, why don't you come back to bed? And I'm like, because I'm making you breakfast, woman, and it's fucking gonna be delicious. And she's like, well, we could just fucking then go have Denny's. And I'm like, well, we can't right now. I'm busy.
He gets mad at that.
Dude, literally, I don't even remember who I was dating at the time, but it was definitely during a time where I was like balls deep into like American comic books, and I was reading Ultimate Captain America, and like whoever she was like pulled down my pants and started sucking my dick, and I was like literally like told her to stop because I was like, he's about to fight Nuke.
Is this what you're streaming into now? You talking about getting...
No, I wasn't trying to make that happen, but then again, on the description of the page, which I now describe as our page, because you're on half the content, it does say, like, our names and our acolytes, and then it says, like, if you like stories about their sexual exploits and masturbato habituatories or some dumb shit. No, you just say it on Facebook. It says it on YouTube, which you can't delete because only I have control of that. So I was gonna give you all the info, but then you were like, I don't actually want to be, even though I'm like really good at being on mic. My name's Taylor, and I'm a talented artist. Therefore, I don't want to permeate my brand by being popular in other media. Why would I want to do that? Yeah, that's right. You got nothing. You got nothing, fool. I'm trying to create, like, a thing for you beyond the thing that you already have, which is, like... You need to be able to say, I'm Taylor, I'm an artist, also I get roped into, like, fucking telling my secrets, and, I'm famous for both those things now, I guess.
Only one famous for one of those things. It's not Trevor.
I mean, do you even really want to be famous for being an artist? Like, or you just... You strike me as one of those dudes who just genuinely just wants to fucking make art. And you kind of give a fuck, like...
Yeah.
Which is weird. I'm kind of the opposite. I'm like, everybody look at my face and hear me.
Yeah, definitely trying to be...
Dude, there's nothing stealthy about my personality. Cause it's fucking funny, dude. Like, it's fucking, like, it's really funny being, like, barely sort of famous. Like,
that is a huge stretch.
Like, it just cracks me up the amount of times, like, without fail, it's like a couple times a month, some random motherfucker, either in person or online, is just like, you're that guy. I'm like, in which way do you mean that guy? Like, do you mean the cooking show guy, the DJ guy, the whatever the fuck else I've done, I don't even know guy? And then I'll get, every once in a while I'll get a weird one, like, oh, you're the guy who, the theater guy. I'm like, how the fuck does your memory go back that far? You don't remember that I used to be like a, that's why, like, I'm an actor.
4.8 for May, which would be like cool.
Dog, I have trophies for competitive acting.
When, like how were you?
And I was a sophomore, junior. I was in forensics for like 3-4 years.
This competitive acting?
I just really started slacking off in like junior, senior year because I kind of like fell into this like thing of being like the fucking shithead badass of forensics, where like okay, I thought theater kids were supposed to be like sexy nerds. Like I thought they were all supposed to be bisexual and like fingering each other on the bus on the way to forensics tournaments, but instead they're a bunch of fucking do-gooders and tryhards. And I'm just over here trying to bang this senior girl who, like, I don't remember her name, but like, man, that was no. You were there too for that girl. What the fuck was her name? Remember that girl that like we were like hanging out with, and she had a friend. That's the only reason the two of us were there. And like something to do with Nico's brother almost caused some kind of confrontation. It was like after a play, dude. Like you hung out behind the stage during this whole play I had to do, and then we went. This is like weirdly specific, but we went to play laser tag with these chicks, and like we were like really young, and they were like seniors, and they were both really hot. So we thought, we were like, well, we're onto something here. And then like nothing happened, which was like. I feel like there's so many of these stories. Like there's no way we can both remember them all. Like we have to alternate. Man, this stream is gonna sound so fucking insane because it's like you get like 1 of every 8 words Taylor says, and then like every 100% of Dalton's words, which is a world I don't want to live in.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. Like I don't know if I'd call you the voice of reason.
Very much.
Sometimes I feel like you're also my dad, except like I'm like that old son that you had on like super accident, and that like you're just like he's just we can't do anything for him.
Kind of a analogy.
You tell your daughter like every night, you're like, whatever you do, just don't grow up to be like Dalton. Just don't do. In some ways do what he does, but in most ways don't. So like, grab life by the horns like Dalton does, but don't do anything else like he does. Like maybe learn to be a samurai for no reason like he does, because that's pretty cool. But other than that, like don't. Can I teach your daughter swordsmanship? Because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, like, I feel like I'd feel pretty fulfilled if I, like, trained like a lady samurai.
I mean, he would.
Yeah, but it'd be extra cool because it'd be your daughter, and then, like, I would teach her to be cooler than you, and then you'd be really confused about, like, your lot in life.
That's the whole goal as a parent.
Because she'd be in high school, and then she'd start being a shithead, and you'd be like, you're fucking grounded, and she'd be like, I'm getting my katana, and you'd be like, never fucking mind. Then I'd be getting phone calls at fucking 12 o'clock at night, you'd be like, Dalton, what did you do? Like, I thought that you said that swordsmanship was all about, like, not fighting with anger and, like, learning about the purity in your own heart. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I told her, but, like, she fucking was not having it. She's a teenage girl. I think I just wrote, like, a whole really awesome, like, fanfic. I think I'm gonna blow that out and turn it into, like, a novel. It's gotta come up with, like, a cool title. Actually, I'm just gonna steal a title from a manga that's about like an old Ronin who like has to like adopt this like random like baby and teach it to be a samurai. It's just called Wolf and Cub.
Well there.
Have we?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not necessarily that unique in many ways as I may act like I am, but in the way that I'm just like I'm very fucking serious about being a Raruni is kind of unique, I guess. I mean, dude, Do you okay? Last night when I finished racing, I had to cool it down. I was heated up. I fucking meditated for 2 hours straight with the sword in my lap, just trying to like gather my swordsman's spirit and like get the chi ready for the day. Like it was like 2 hours. I didn't move. I didn't blink. It's not the longest I've ever meditated. Like at one time I fucking did a walking meditation in complete silence with a group of people for 3.5 hours. That was fucking crazy.
Walking meditation?
Yeah, I was at a meditation retreat. We were there at this crazy like place for like a whole day. We were at two places. We had to walk to like a temple, but then we went into this other place that was like all these like crazy like stones that were shaped like fucking lotuses that were just naturally there. And so we sat and meditated on those in like the heat. Like it was hot as fuck outside, and like we were sweating on purpose, I guess. And like I think the point was to become dehydrated and trip balls. Which is kind of what happened. I started like hallucinating in my mind's eye that like it wasn't like a bad thing. It was definitely like a good meditation. I'm just like, it was so intense that I can't even remember what the fuck it was trying to tell me. Oh, I think it kept trying to tell me that like my inner like I always make jokes about power animals, but like I believe when I meditate extremely deeply, like I visualize a phoenix, not on purpose, it just appears. Which I guess is telling me that like it's trying to reiterate to me to not be so hung up on my past indiscretions. Like you can move forward and be reborn through the flames, I guess, is what it's trying to tell me. So if anyone watches this video and is like, what the fuck, that's super deep, I'm not fucking around. It's real.
It's hard to shake the
Man, it seems like you probably said something really cool just now, but all I heard was, it's eep when you ep with a op for the oop.
Dude, there's no point for me.
I mean, the audience wants to hear what you have to say about your own phoenix, you know?
No, I can't.
Do you meditate at all? Do you do anything? Do you do Tai Chi, meditating, yoga?
I write, I go up. That's about it.
You write? I do that too. I do stream of conscious writing. And then I get really embarrassed when somebody finds one of my notebooks.
Great work. I am pleased with your
It looks like a fucking insane. Well, I mean, I am an insane person, but it's just like, it's just complete stream of conscious. Like I don't care if I misspell something. It's really funny because like I'm not like, I'm kind of an idiot, but I'm also like I have a really pretty big vocabulary. And so if I like do a really bad job at like spelling shit, like it seems extra stupid and confusing.
As long as you get the point across, you're good at spelling either.
Dude, you know what sucks though? Is that like, man, have you realized like lately that teenagers are fucking stupid? Sorry if teenagers are watching this. Like half the, like, I don't know why I get into conversations with them, but sometimes I'm just forced to, and like, they literally don't understand half the words I say. Or expressions, like, I said paint the town red to a 17-year-old not too long ago, and they're like, what in the fuck does that mean? And I thought that was an extremely common expression.
That's a lot of my references, which I was like, damn, what, you never seen Home Alone, and you never...
Dude, my actual retort was, do we need to go over the etymology of popular phrases? And then they went, oh, stop again. What is an etymology? And I'm like, well, it's not an N, it's the etymology. Like, and they just couldn't, I just got so frustrated, I had to just get up and leave.
That's bordering on like pretension when the word like that. Like
etymology? That's not a pretentious word.
Yeah.
How else am I gonna say like, okay, like, dude, I knew the fucking word etymology when I was in high school. Like, how else are you supposed to explain, like, if
Read
somebody
in a
asked...
book once. I'm gonna stick that book forever.
I'm just cursed with, like, not a photographic memory, just an annoyingly big word memory, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Maybe.
Sometimes I say words, I don't even actually know what they mean, but then, like, yeah, I use them correctly, but I'm just like, man, I'm trying to think. There's certain words that I say, like, I could say it way easier, but I say, like, a way more complicated version of that word. It's not coming to mind right now. There's a few that I do all the time, though. I need to get off that, or I'm not going to talk, and the stream's going to be... Oh, dude, we're going to a Robotech ship. Now I'm going to totally lose concentration because we started talking about Japanese Mexican. You realize how fast I just said Japanese Mex again? It sounded like I said Japanese Mexican.
These radio towers carry
That's what I thought you said.
interplanetary communication.
Man, I started thinking about like a really awesomely made like Japanese fish taco, which like doesn't exist, but it might be good. I don't know. I just feel like, you don't need to fuck with Japanese food that much. I mean, like, Chinese food and shit, like, I get it, like, cause, like, we Americans are, like, saucy fucking people, and Chinese food's, like, really... It's just really straightforward if you eat real Chinese food. Whereas Japanese food, they just kind of get pretty buck wild, so you can go a lot of different flavors if you really want. Like, have you ever had legit Japanese fried chicken? It is so goddamn good.
Like panko?
Yeah, like basically chicken tempura, but they just like, it's just fucking so good. Like when it's done properly, like it tastes so much better than American fried chicken. It's weird. But at the same time, I'm not a big fan of tempura sushi.
No, I don't.
I feel like it's missing the point.
Sushi.
I like sushi a lot, but I also like sometimes I just prefer sashimi more. I'd rather just eat like a fucking big stack of yellowtail.
Same here.
Like yellowtail, I really just like, man, I like raw ass fucking red fucking tuna. Is really good.
You have captured a radio tower.
I like big old chunks of red tuna and nigiri is really good. Oh my god. Dude, I would suck a dick for some nigiri right now.
You got simple requests.
Dude, I have this problem though lately. Every time I eat sushi or nigiri or sashimi or whatever, it's like the new pizza. Like, I just eat way too much and I feel like shit. Even though it's like way better for you, I still just feel like shit, like, cause I'm just so full because like the rice and the seaweed and shit like expands in my stomach.
Yeah, it's really easy to get full off sushi.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Like, what did I even do? I did something real bad to myself the last time I had sushi. I think I ate like 2 sampler platters myself. And when I say sample platters, I mean like fucking platters. Like big wide dishes of like 3 types of roll on one and 3 types of nigiri on the other. And I ate every single fucking piece. And I was like, God, that was good. And then I got home and I was like, I want to fart and explode like a pigeon who just ate a bunch of fucking wedding rice. But,
Yeah, I know that feeling.
ugh, it's so good. Like going down. It's still not as bad as when you eat like way too much Chinese food. That's just evil. And but when I say Chinese food, I mean like American Chinese food, which is not Chinese food. I don't know why we don't just come up with a new fucking name for it, you know what I mean?
What? American Chinese?
Yeah, like it's not Chinese food.
Well, it's
like a
it's
few
regional,
dishes
like,
are close.
something's Italian food.
Yeah,
Like,
but Italian
it's only
food's
Chinese
like,
food in China.
babe, Italian food is
Chinese
Italian
food
food.
is.
You
Yeah,
know,
but
like,
Italian food is food in Italy. You know, any food that
the thing
you make
about
that has, like,
okay,
Italian heritage.
the thing about Eastern cuisine is that when made properly, where it's from, they have ingredients and shit that like we just there aren't here sometimes. So that's part of it. But also, it's like they like the flavor of just the singular fucking units that they're eating. Like, they're not like, let's put a whole bunch of sauce and bullshit on our dim sum. Like, if you eat dim sum orange chicken, like, it's got bones in it, and it's not super saucy, and it's like sort of, it's like not fried, it's like bread, but it's steamed. I don't know. Like, I wish I could say that I like traditional Chinese food, but I really don't that much. I like traditional Japanese. I love traditional Japanese food. It's fucking delicious. But like, and Italian food, man, like, and pizza in New York City are just fucking cum worthy. Oh my god. Like, I'm thinking about it right now. My mouth is watering, dude. I'm thinking about this just regular ass chicken Alfredo I had at like a really dank Italian restaurant in fucking Uptown. It was like so good. It was like unreal.
Unbelievable.
And the fucking pizza. Like, are you a pizza dude?
Yeah, I love pizza.
I fucking love pizza. Like, even bad pizza's pizza, but man, like, New York pizza is like some fucking... Oh, man. I just want to fold up a Brooklyn-style slice, stick it in my mouth, and start jerking off, dude. Not really, but
I have really good pizza.
I say shit like that a lot, so I felt like I should have... What's your favorite spot?
In New York, I don't necessarily have one, but...
I have a place in Bed-Stuy that I literally will not say the name of. I will not tell you.
What's your favorite pizza where you actually live?
That's... I guess Cassano's is technically probably the best.
Cassano's.
I don't really like Chicago-style pizza, but they just seem to use like the best ingredients, and they use a wood-burning grill and shit, so... It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like a really like thin crust pizza.
Well, I like Brooklyn-style pizza. That's what I'm saying. My favorite pizza I eat is in fucking Bed-Stuy. Believe it or not, the pizza place that I'm not saying on air because I don't want people to swarm my fucking pizza place in New York is because Megan actually, I think, told me that it's also her joint.
Well, nobody in New York is listening to this podcast. No one
Megan might be.
podcast is
Megan
fucking-
might fucking be, bro.
Just say the name of it.
Megan might be listening. And she might be like, Dalton,
Say the
did
name
you
of the
fuck
pizza place,
the
you
pizza
weird
place?
mofo.
I'm gonna say the name of this girl named Megan who, hi Megan.
I have some chills when you said hi.
I had to really stop and think. I'm like, am I gonna take this further and make it weird, or am I just gonna say, hey Megan?
Wait, you've said a lot of weird things.
Not
You might as
on
well
any
say
of
it.
these streams have I talked about Megan. We don't need to talk about Megan. There's a lot of stuff around Megan. Like, we don't need to.
No, I don't want to talk about Megan. I want to talk about the pizza.
I mean, I'd
place.
like to talk about Megan. And can we talk about Megan? Dude, the
Yeah,
last
you can talk
time
about
we
Megan.
had a weird patch there where we talked on the phone and online just like a lot for like a month and a half and then just stopped. I don't know what happened. It's something like, it was something weird. Like, I had a dream or like a premonition in which I woke up and I woke up very angry at you and Jerome and Matt.
Like,
I was
so
like,
we called her boogers.
Yeah, dude, I was like sweating in my sleep because I had some kind of dream where like something was telling me that you guys like ruined the course of my like high school like dating career.
Probably did, man.
Because I was like, that girl was fucking like, I don't care if she was like beautiful, and you guys like for some reason I was stupid enough to listen to you idiots.
That's your fault.
No, it's your fault. Like, why the fuck did you do that to me?
Hey,
I didn't
man,
do
you
that
slept
to
with my
you.
girlfriend at the times.
I didn't do that to you. I didn't do that to any of you.
You,
I don't.
cheated
Even
on
if
me,
she,
man.
okay,
Don't
A,
cheat
she
on
never
me.
had boogers fucking coming down her face or whatever the fuck. Even if she did, I would fucking lick the booger off her face and then still just plant one on her lips, her beautiful redheaded, luscious little lips. I love redheads, dude. I'm sorry. I start talking about redheads and I get just like fucking worked up. Megan, if you're listening, I don't know if I should say I'm sorry or you're welcome.
And Megan, if you're still listening, turn this shit off.
Dude, the fucked up part is if anybody might be, it's her.
God,
Oh, man. No, okay, she was gonna come down here, and then vice versa, I was gonna go up there to visit her, because, dude, she is doing some crazy awesome shit up there, apparently. She is a production assistant.
Keep going. Megan, if you're listening, sorry that I called you boogers. I don't even know you, ever. Matt said it, and I thought it was funny, so...
Dude, Matt's a fucking... God, Matt, if you're listening, I love you, but I fucking hate you. More than anyone, I fucking love him, and he's just a piece of shit. Yeah, we fucking were, like, in love.
Aww.
No, not really, actually. We had a very, like a weird... Unless we were really drunk and then we got kind of gay. But, like, other than that, like, we had a very, like, professional... like, calm friendship. We never had the raging passion that you and I have.
For anyone listening that doesn't think we've ever hooked up anything, so...
Even if we did, why do you say it like it's a bad thing?
Just for reference.
Dog, we make a cute couple and you know it.
When you say raging passion, it conjures up.
We would look so cute together, dude. In fact, I want to take that picture from prom and just cut all of our hot girlfriends out of it and just put you and me right next to each other.
Yeah, that was...
Dude, I see that picture. It's in my parents' office, and there's another one in the fucking, like, foyer, and I look at it and I'm like, man, we all had really hot girlfriends. What the fuck happened?
There's a picture of me at in your parents' office. That's awesome.
Of course, it'll be there forever, dude. Because they like all those girls. Do you know what's fucking hilarious about this picture? I dated every single one of those girls.
Yeah, who was it? It was like, was it Sheree?
It was fucking, no, I didn't, obviously I didn't date Sheree. Sheree's like not my sister that I am like have a strong love with, like Eli. She's like my sister that I want to fucking like just give noogies constantly and make fun of her. But like,
yeah.
Aside from Sheree in that picture was Brianna, my girlfriend at the time, and then Olivia, your girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, and then Hannah Maxwell, my ex-girlfriend, Jerome's date and not girlfriend.
Oh god, dude, Jerome really got a shit deal out of that whole prom thing.
Why? Hannah Maxwell was fine as hell.
No, remember he took her out to that,
oh, she just didn't like even touch him or what?
Yeah, she like ditched him.
But she's like a classy chick, dude.
Yeah, I know, I don't think Jerome got that.
It was like, I don't know.
That's okay.
That's what I'm curious about. Like, did she ever break up with that fucking Ethan dude who looked like that alien from American Dad? Ethan, man, you know that motherfucker. We used to hang out with Filmer and that weirdo all the time.
Oh, that really like tall guy.
He looks like the fucking alien from American Dad, does he not?
I haven't seen that shit.
Okay, he looks like a gray, like basically. It was
yeah, I can see that.
He like they were just one of those couples that were. I'm like, what? Just break up. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, there needs to be more of her to go around. I was keeping an eye on that one for a while, dude, because I was like, been there, done that, but didn't get the t-shirt, and I wanted the fucking t-shirt.
Did you ever get the t-shirt?
No! That's why I'm like wondering right now, I'm like, I need to get on social and see what's up with her, maybe. You realize as we approach, like, we haven't actually hit our 10th high school, like, reunion date yet, and I'm strongly, like, before I was like, there's no way I'm going, and now I'm strongly debating going, because I'm like, I could fuck somebody.
Next year.
Are you gonna go? I think I'm gonna go.
I don't know, man.
Like, I don't even care about going to be like, I'm successful now, because I'm not. Like, I'm just gonna be like, I don't care if you're like a fucking banker who makes a lot, like, I'm still somehow more famous than you via the internet, and like, I'm gonna have sex with your wife tonight.
Yeah, that's the only thing is I feel like there'd be too many people
Alarm
there
successfully
that are
hacked.
like
The
so.
location is returning.
I feel like a lot of people, okay, though the really successful people will have grown up super boring and they're gonna get super boorishly drunk and be stupid and annoying. And then motherfucking D-Fresh is gonna roll up and they're gonna be like, whoa, like, you were fat and then you were really scrawny and kind of we didn't pay attention to you and now you're like a normal size, like, sexual man. I'm gonna touch you. And I'm gonna be like, please, let's do that.
Are you gonna have a Tinder reunion fantasy thing? Like
Honestly, and since we've been talking about it, I'm like, is it gonna be Hannah Maxwell? Is it gonna be Megan? I don't know. No, I think it's gonna be Hillary Mitchison, if I'm being completely honest.
Damn.
No, did you hear the story about when me and Grayson went to see the Schwag at Crystal Bridges, and then we went to the after party at 21C? And she was there, and like for some fucking reason, dude, she was all the fuck over me all night long. It was so odd. Like we just could not figure it. Hillary Mitchison, the girl who I infamously pissed off by like yelling really loudly about her like sexual exploits that were like sort of a secret for like 2 days, where like she got a train ran on her apparently by like 4 days. Which, like, bless her heart, like that probably never happened. Like, so I felt really bad about it. Just like, yeah, you don't remember? Like, she came up and bitch slapped me. Like, broadsided me, like, in the face, dude. Like, I was talking to you and Fish, and she walked up and fucking, like, it sounded like a fucking gun going off. And, like, years later, I see her at this fucking after party at this bar / museum, and, like, she's just showing me all these pictures on her phone of her fucking, what are those weird things that are like iguanas but cooler? Water dragon, Chinese water dragon? Like, she had all these weird, sexy pictures of her in a Chinese water dragon. Like, sitting between her cleavage and shit. And she's like, check out my dragon. You should come by and see it sometime. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, do I need to press the advantage here? Do I need to walk away? Am I reading this wrong? Am I reading this right? And then, like, by the end of the night, we almost made plans to go see Chicago together at the Amp. And then it was one of those things that, like, dude, we just got sidetracked because my fucking crazy ex-girlfriend, Katie, just kept calling Dalia and Grayson, and apparently somehow one of them was drunk and let it slip that I was, like, you know, getting familiar with Hillary Mitchison, and then, like, I don't know, shit went downhill from there for some reason, even though I wasn't dating the other one anymore. Long story short, I never got to hook up with Hillary Mitchison. Now I kind of feel like I should. I feel like it's owed to me. Hey, she looks good lately. Her and, man, do you know, we didn't go to high school with her or anything, but do you know that Mandy Shugart chick, that random ass chick Eli used to work with?
I probably recognize
like, I had hooked up with her, like, when I was, like, not attractive, so, like, I don't, sorry, Mandy, but, dude, she's, like, really attractive now, and so am I, so that's another one that I feel like we just need to kind of... Oh man, if I got a story for you, and I have to tell this, and I really hope nobody watches this video, but I have to tell this story. It's fucking so good.
I really hope nobody watches this video.
No, I'm not gonna go into detail about like what our intimacies or whatever, but like, dude, like, no woman has this kind of balls to just scare the utter fuck out of a man. Like, it was 2 days after we hooked up, dude, and I'm Dalton, so I'm oblivious. I don't really pay attention to the clock or the date or anything ever. And she just texted me at a random time of day. It was like just the perfect type of random time and the perfect type of random way to say this, that I got her pregnant. And I just didn't respond for 6 hours. And so me and Grayson and Dalia are just pacing around my house like, what are we gonna, like, what is to become of, what is this? Like, I was just freaking the fuck out. Like, I think I chugged a whole bottle of fighting cock because I didn't know what else to do. And then she eventually texted me, Dalton, it's April Fool's, you know that, right? And I was like, oh my god, Mandy. Like, oh my god. Like, I hate you, but I love you for doing that. Like, it's fucking hilarious. It's so mean, it's so funny.
So weird.
No, because no girl does that. Not like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's really
no, you don't think that's funny? Maybe that's just the type of person I am that I just like laugh. Because like what? She wasn't pregnant, so everything's fine. But she very well could have been because she damn well knew I didn't like protect myself. So like,
protect myself.
Which was like, dude, I was so dumb about that back then, man. I did not wear those as much as one should.
Yeah, I still don't.
Somehow never contracted it. Well, is your girlfriend on birth control? And it doesn't matter, like.
Not anymore.
She's not? Dude, I would be too. I can't. These days, if oh, that's another thing that sucks. This really has no bearing, but I should throw that out there. My not Olivia Smith, not even recent, but whatever, ex-girlfriend Olivia fucking is one of those people that like, if she takes birth control, she'll like fucking die. And so that was intense.
Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, that's kind of how Maggie is too. She gets like, it really fucks her up. She can't do it.
Well, the fucking crazy part that she was like not too concerned about like, hey, put one of those on all the time, and I was like, dude, like, I don't know. One time I was like, I did have a very weird moment of deep thought where I was like, man, we would make a very attractive child, but then I was like, had to stop, and I was like, Dalton, you're fucking, something's going wrong in your head. Your testosterone's telling you weird things. I was like, I think it's telling you you're old enough to have one of those, but like, the fucking you that knows that you're fucking you, like, needs to not even go there mentally. And didn't. Wow, this is officially just the gnarliest stream ever. Like, I'm gonna put it up just to tempt fate.
I would seriously, if I were you.
I'm gonna consider deleting it, but like, I really like. I don't think anybody's gonna watch any of these until we're like 20 in, dude.
You're probably right.
Or if they do, it's like the most background noise thing like ever.
That's some pretty intense background noise there for a minute.
I don't know, I like the view counter, and they only have like 3, 4, 5 on like each one of these, but like I don't know if there's, since something could be off there, because all my dumber videos that are like, even the shitty like cooking videos that are done with a fucking webcam have like way more views than they should, so I don't know. I worry that because it's pumping out of a PS4, it's like not counting everything correctly. Because if you notice, if you post it directly to Facebook, you'll get about like 300% more views. Just because I live where we live, it's so weird. Like, it just like, everybody's like, let's just Facebook, Facebook, Facebook. I'm like, we don't stop. I'm like, Facebook is just a cloud photo album. Is all like, it's a cloud photo album, dude. It's really handy for that, and that's all it is.
Remember that video of me smoking salvia in my parents' backyard?
I remember when we were stupid enough to think that that was totally fine, but then I now realize it's still totally fine. There's a video of me like smoking a bong while the fucking Cowboy Bebop theme song is playing on the internet somewhere.
That video got 13,000 views.
Because that was right when salvia was becoming popular. Dog, you really fucked up. Yep. You could have somehow got in on like the YouTube Partners program and made like $1 million.
Yeah, right.
Taylor, you fucked up, dude. I always thought you were gonna get famous from some random shit like that. I don't know how you didn't.
Dude, I'm like in magazines and shit all the time. I've been on radio interviews.
Why the fuck are you so humble?
Cause it's.
I do flaunt that shit. Like, I kind of need you to flaunt that shit, cause I try to tell like my friends and like my family that like,
Well, I just don't
like my
like
friend
to talk
Taylor is
about
like
it.
legit as fuck, and they're like, I don't want to say they don't believe me, but I'm like, he's in like fucking magazines overseas and all kinds of crazy shit. And they're like,
Well, that's
mate,
just cooking. That's not even what art.
what the fuck? You're in cooking magazines too? Whose dick do I gotta
just, like,
suck to
Feast
ride your
magazine.
coat? Tell me what the fuck and I'll fuck it. Remember that? MacGruber? Just tell me what you want me to fuck and I'll fuck it, man. Come on. For real though, Taylor, tell me what you want me to fuck and I'll fuck it.
When I was a sous chef at Hank, we did like a 5-part episode
Hank?
of the PBS show that I was on.
You did a 5-part BDSM show?
Yep.
Damn, how'd that hurt?
PBS show.
No shit,
Show
you're
on
on actual
PBS.
like public, like when TV mattered?
Yeah.
Or when did it not matter and that's why you're on it?
I've been grinding super hard as a chef for like the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know where did that come from?
It's always the jobs I had in high school and stuff.
Well, yeah, but like you never seem like a passionate like I'm gonna make some
Well,
effort.
it's art, you know, food is art form. And
Like, we both went to culinary school.
I
I
didn't
just like
go to culinary school.
really. I mean, I went to culinary school, but not really because I was there for hospitality management mostly. So.
It's a school of hard knocks, baby. You start working like 60 hours a week in restaurants.
I mean, I'm not a shitty cook, but my thing is like I enjoy cooking and stuff so much that I don't want to do it for work.
Yep.
Like, and I hate working with food, dude. Like, as soon as you involve money in food, like I'm not into it.
I need to try to find the scan. Like, what was it? You see
Now,
all those
like,
weird blue disco balls?
I have been trying to figure out, speaking of disco balls, like, I have been trying to figure out what states, like, male prostitution is legal in, because, like, why not?
Well, not what?
Why not be a gigolo? Like,
You would want to be a
how many,
gigolo?
why wouldn't I? Not because, like, you know how some people are like, oh, I want to do porn to have the sex, I'm like, that's, like, not true. Like, I wouldn't want to be a gigolo to fuck, because you're not going to fuck people you want to fuck, most likely, but, like... See, here's another reason I would like to move to Japan, because they have all those, like, oddly specific, like, not prostitution, sort of prostitution type things, where, like, they're just, like, weird, like, the emotional services, like, the one they call Sweet Weeping Boy, where, like, a dude will come to a woman's office and just watch sad videos with her and cry with her, because, like, in Japanese society, it's, like, women still have to be, like, more guarded than they should have to be, apparently, in public. Just kind of lame.
I've seen one where you can go and just like literally speak to somebody for like an hour.
Dude, I'm so into that. I was thinking about that this morning, dude.
Just like paying for like a
Oh yeah, I was craving that this morning. I was just like, dude, I would pay $100 right now just to have like a beautiful Japanese woman like snuggle with me for 2 hours and watch anime. Like straight up. And just like listen to my bullshit. I'd be so into that.
That's some good shit, man.
Like, nah, for real, dude. Like, a lot of times, like, I don't even want to fuck. Like, I'm just like, I would love to snuggle somebody and just them listen to my dumb shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I feel you, dude.
Most people, they know what it's called a girlfriend, and they're like, why don't you get one? And I'm like, I want to say it's not that easy, but it is, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, you're right. Yeah, like having an actual girlfriend is not that easy. It's surprisingly easy though. However, I noticed it's just meaninglessly like get phone numbers and shit. Like that's not. It takes no effort really for me anymore.
It's definitely easier to get one than to keep.
I just remember when I used to just be like a fucking oblivious idiot, like when it came to women, like constantly.
When it came to what?
Just women. Like I had no women radar.
Yeah, you're kind of late.
I was a fucking like just stupid person, and now I'm like, I don't know, not overconfident. I guess I'm just like right on the level. But like, God, sometimes I'm just like, man, I had so much sex in high school. Totally didn't. I mean, I had enough. But,
Had to. You didn't have sex till our senior year in high school, though, right?
no, I was junior. I was 17, which, I don't know. I used to think that was late, but in retrospect, I'm like, it's fine.
I feel like you're the last person, like, in our group.
Well, because, like, I don't know, like, considered, like, the girl that I did, honestly, I really, like I said earlier, I was kind of on a mission to have sex with a redhead, and I did, and then I had sex with another redhead subsequently, so.
Secret redhead. Like the secret guard.
Neither of them were secret. One of them was secret because I can't remember her name. The other one we talked about way too extensively.
Yeah, God, dude. Yeah, you better really hope. That
Dude, honestly, she would laugh at this. She would not care.
Oh, yeah,
like, seriously, no, I'm like, that's the thing, that's the other thing about you guys that pissed me off. I'm like, if you just talk to her for like half an hour, like, she's a funny, interesting person.
Oh, Megan?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Olivia. Can't keep up.
No, Olivia is also a funny, interesting person. God damn it, dude, stop reminding me that I, like, sorted and with, like, a lot of funny, interesting women and something happens and I'm not.
We just gotta be up on their level, I guess.
Dude, there's just not, like, enough to go around, though, of funny, interesting women. Like, why are there not, like, it's so hard for other people to make me laugh.
Dude, I know what you mean.
Like, I have a really high, like, I don't know. Like, you say shit that makes me laugh, but, like, not all my friends say shit that makes me laugh. I'm trying to think of, like, who the fuck just makes me laugh a lot? I don't know. Jerome sometimes, just like out of his like weirdness.
Yeah, Jerome used to crack my shit.
Like, yeah, he's just so funny when he does like random goober shit when he's really stoned.
He just has such a weird look about it. He always looks so funny too, like even now,
ladies and gentlemen, spaghetti hair.
That dude has like the biggest beard right now. He looks fucking
What
awesome.
the fuck? He looks so different and like, he's like, I have changed half my life every time I see him.
Dude, I know.
I'm like, what are you?
I'll give him credit though. He's doing.
Dude, I'm like, you're like a fucking doctor and you're like rich and you're like, how are you not knee deep in pussy and happiness?
I know, that's why I was giving him a hard time. I'm like, dude, you're like the only one of our friends who like makes any money.
I'm like, you're fucking rich, you're fucking jacked, like you're like half a Chris Evans at least.
Yeah, he's the man.
Jerome is a boss. If you're listening, Jerome, you're the only person that we haven't said anything really weird or negative about. Actually, I didn't say anything negative about any of those girls. In fact, I was weirdly too positive, maybe.
Yeah, and I just don't know them well enough to comment.
Make an assessment. Make an assessment. You think you could love... Did you just say boogers again? I swear to God, Taylor.
I did not say boogers.
Okay, I thought you called... And I'm about to, like, I don't know why, I'm all of a sudden about to, like, take up this honor for the lady that I haven't even talked to in, like, months.
It's not dead.
Because Meg is just one of those people that I just assume that I will continue to just randomly talk to you on and off, like, chunks of the year, every year. Until I die.
This is not something to do. This is going to throw up. Third way.
Wait, me talking about Megan makes you want to throw up?
No. Oh, why don't we even talk on this?
Dude, your microphone's so fucked up, it just sounds like you got a real bone to pick with my, like, crush that'll never happen.
No, I'm not saying anything weird or negative this whole time.
Yeah, I'm kind of just being weird about Megan this whole time. Make me stop! No, dude, cause she cut her hair into like this Sinead O'Connor thing, and it's like super hot. Like, I'm into the short hair thing. Okay, this bow is not doing it for me anymore. You want to borrow it?
I kind of like the idea of having
Yeah, I'm just... It's not my bow, Taylor. You understand?
You understand?
You understand? You want to stay alive? Stay with me. Why the fuck do these missions go on so long that they make me want to stop as soon as they're over?
This is
like I'm already like my mind is made up. Like, dude, I've gone too far. Because now after this, I have to sit and wait for this to upload, and then either immediately delete it or be super ballsy and leave it up on the off chance that somebody hears it and is like, Dalton, I didn't know you felt that one.
That's what's gonna happen. Like, I mean, I have a very low chance that
I would honestly, I'd risk it just to see, because even like what bad would happen, honestly.
I mean, if anything, it would validate you that people are like listening to it, because you'd have to listen to like an hour of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of go out. I basically, I don't know if you noticed this, but it's like. I don't know, man. I had a certain impasse in my life where I just like decided that I was gonna be a person to like. Okay, nobody should be as open as I am. That's not necessary, but like I kind of just want to lead by example by like quote unquote living my life out loud, like as much as possible. Because like I don't know, like just the fact that I'm super open about like my mental health and shit has caused a lot of people to like go to get therapy and shit when they wouldn't normally have and stuff like that. So
yeah, dude.
I'm just like fuck it, I'll talk about all my weird shit.
I mean, to an extent, I think
I mean, it would be oversharing for sure if I just like talked about weird, depressing shit all the time. That's not what I do. Like I usually try to phrase it in such a way that there's a silver lining at the end of what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you know, you get to a certain point where people are like listening to you, like a lot. You have like different things where like, here's me talking about real shit, like internet videos. Because it would only be inappropriate if you got all depressed and weird while you're like, you have a video game stream or something like that.
No, we've slowly just fallen into a rhythm that this is how fucking this is how Warframe streams go. We talk about really fucking inappropriate shit, and then we talk about really personal shit, and then we're like, I'm gonna go poop or something. I didn't think we'd pull off 2 of these in one day. I didn't think I was going to do it again, but now I'm like... Okay, we're extracting. What's happening? I bet we got some stuff, homie.
Time to get out of here.
Alright.
Call it.
Dude, yeah, I think I'm going to call... I don't necessarily know what else I'm going to do. I think I'm gonna like well, I don't drink, so I can't drunk dial or drunk message any of those people I was just talking about, but I'm gonna sober message every single one of them just cause fuck.
Dude, listen, motherfucker.
I'm not.
Right now.
I might.
Don't you dare tell them that you're uploading a video where you talk
Why
about
would I do that, dude? That would be dumb.
Because...
Then again, no, I told that is something I would do. I would just be like polite. No, if anything, like I would just be like, hey, just so you know, there's a video out there where I talk about how beautiful you are. But I wouldn't say that because that sounds like extra creepy.
Yeah, none of that shit, dude.
I would basically be like, I swear I'm not that creepy. I just really haven't had sex in like more than like 2 months, maybe 3. So it's getting rough.
I feel like you're Kevin James.
I just said that on air. I just said that on air, baby. I'm like, hey, it's sex in 3 months, maybe more, maybe even more. I don't even fucking know. I try not to think about it. But, whatever.
Maybe more. Maybe more.
Taylor, the more I don't have sex, the better I get at swordsmanship.
Everything else.
So, no, like,
yeah.
for real. Have you ever noticed that? Like, the longer you go without sex, the better you get at everything else.
Yeah, to an extent.
Like, yeah, because you lose, like, slightly some of your ambition when you... Nobunaga's ambition. Next episode, we talk about some other poor, beautiful woman.
No, we don't.
No, next episode we talk about our favorite types of marsupials. Next episode we play a different game, because this one apparently brings out a weird vibe.
Like a freaky, horny...
No, actually, I've just been like, I've been... God, I haven't hit stop recording, but fuck, we might as well end on this note. I've just been fucking randy all day, I don't know why. It's really weird.
Perfect note to end.
Perfect note to end it on, dude. Now I'm gonna go, like, on, I actually need to organize my fucking Marvel Classics collector action figures, I just realized. Because they're all out of order. So, I gotta make sure Black Panther is posed properly next to my two different Captain Americas, because I have, like, the two different versions of the Infinity War one. One of them is a dupe, but it has the rare paint job that was an accident. And so, it's special. This is coming from a guy who has had sex, but right now... Oh, that's a good-looking Black Panther action figure, though. It really is. Man, right on. You fucking love it. You don't want it to end. You don't want it to end. You're like, you're like, God, I'm just one more. What else has he got? And I'm like, I got nothing, dude. I went action figures, not getting laid, drift racing, tofu, ex-girlfriends. I mean, space ninjas. What more could you want, really? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dalton. Dalton says it all. Dalton tells you literally everything. Next episode, I talk about the time I fucked like a 40-year-old lady on a bathroom floor, and it was weird. It was very dry. Never did it again. Not into that. Dude, yeah. On her bathroom floor. I don't remember her name, and I don't remember why I was there. Where the fuck was I? What was I doing? I was just... What the fuck are you... You know what? That's a crime. Like, two really bad crimes. No, I think I worked with her, and she got me drunk after work. And, like, we went to a bar, and she just kept buying me drinks. And, like, next thing I knew, I was, like, in her apartment, like, fucking her on her bathroom floor. Still can't think of her name. So, next time on Dalton Tells Everything, we talk about different types of hats. And what type of hat I should wear. What type of hat I should wear next. And it's, drum roll please, it's gonna be a haircut. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow. So, stream, end, hitting the button, broadcast settings, off air.